we go. Okay.
Plaza Suite by Neil Simon. Act 2. The scene, Suite 719 at the Plaza Hotel, 1968. The time, about 3 in the afternoon on a warm, sunny spring day. As the curtain rises, the waiter is just finishing setting up some fresh glasses and bottles of liquor on top of a bureau between the windows in the living room. The telephone in the bedroom rings. Jesse Kiplinger emerges from the bathroom. Jesse is about 40, a confident, self assured man. He is applying aftershave lotion to his face. He is dressed in Hollywood mod with an orange turtleneck sweater and blue suede pants. His shoes are highly polished and buckled. He has the latest style haircut with bangs falling over his forehead. He crosses to the phone and picks it up.
Hello? Oh, just a minute.
Jesse drops the phone and crosses to the waiter.
I'll take that.
He indicates the check, which the waiter hands him. He signs it and returns it to the waiter. Then Jesse picks up the phone and holds his hand over it until the waiter is gone, closing the door behind him.
Put her on. Hello? Muriel, where are you? Well, come on up. Yes, I'm positive it's all right. Muriel, do you want me to come down and get you? All right then, take the elevator and come to Suite 719. And stop being so silly. I'm dying to see you.
He hangs up the phone, thinks a second, then picks up the phone again.
Hello, operator. This is Mr. Kiplinger in Suite 719. Would you please hold all local calls for the next hour? I'm going to be in conference. I'll make that an hour and a half. Thank you.
Jesse hangs up and begins to clear the bed of a collection of scripts, trade papers, and galley proofs. Kneeling, he pushes them under the bed. Rising, he carefully smooths the spread. Taking a blue zip front sweater from the back of the chair at the dresser, he puts it on with a great flair and carefully examines himself in the mirror on the closet door. Satisfied with his appearance, he crosses to the living room and checks the bar set up on the bureau. The front doorbell rings. Jesse crosses to answer it, checking his hair in the mirror over the mantel once more as he does. He is finally ready. Taking a deep breath, he opens the door. Muriel Tate stands there. Muriel is in her late 30s and is extremely attractive. She wears a colorful tunic and a blue dress, which shows off her svelte, still girlish figure. Her hair falls simply to her shoulders, held back by a wide white band. Muriel is a warm, easy-smiling woman who seems as naive and vulnerable as the day she graduated from Tenafly High School. When the door opens, the two of them greet each other with enormous smiles, and Jesse throws out his arms.
Muriel!
Jesse?
It's not.
It is.
Muriel, I can't believe it. Is it really you?
It's me, Muriel.
Well, come on in for Pete's sake. Come on in.
Oh, I can only stay for a few minutes.
Oh, God, it's good to see you.
I just dropped by to say hello. I really can't stay.
You sounded so good on the phone, but you look even better.
Because I've got to get back to New Jersey. I'm parked in a 1-hour time zone. Hello, Jesse. I think I'm very nervous.
Hey, hello, Muriel.
Same old Muriel, huh?
What do you mean, same old Muriel? You look fantastic. Come here. Let me take a look at you.
Oh, don't, Jesse, don't. I've been stuck in the Holland Tunnel for 2 hours. Oh, what time is it? Tell me when it's 3 o'clock. I can't stay.
Muriel, I can't get over it. You look absolutely wonderful.
Well, I feel absolutely wonderful.
Well, I really sincerely mean it. You look absolutely fantastic.
Well, I feel incredibly
Well,
fan-
you look
Well,
it.
I feel it.
And how are you?
Oh, I'm all right. I don't know why I'm so nervous. Do you?
No, I can't imagine why you should be nervous.
Oh, neither can I. I just am. Oh, should I be here?
Why not? Is there anything wrong with it?
Oh, no, of course not. Oh, there's nothing wrong with it. Oh, my God, no. I don't see anything wrong. I just dropped by from New Jersey to say hello. I mean, what's wrong with that? Oh, I just don't think I should be here. Oh, is it 3 o'clock yet?
Little Muriel Tate, all grown up and married. How many kids have you got now?
3.
3. And what are they?
A boy and a girl.
A boy and a girl?
Oh, and another boy who's away in camp. I can't even think straight. Oh, isn't this terrible?
What's wrong?
I don't know. I can't catch my breath. Well, it's you. That's the simple explanation. I'm nervous about meeting you.
Me, Jesse Kiplinger, your old high school boyfriend from Tenafly, New Jersey. Oh, Muriel.
You know what I mean, Mr. Famous Hollywood producer staying at the Plaza Hotel.
Mr. Famous Hollywood producer. Oh, Muriel, you know me better than that. I haven't changed. I just made a couple of pictures, that's all.
A couple of pictures. The Easter show at the Radio City Music Hall. I stood online with my children for 3 hours in the rain.
Why did you do that? You could have called my office in New York. My girl would have gotten you right in. Anytime you want to see one of my pictures.
Oh, I couldn't do that.
Why not?
I couldn't. I just couldn't impose like that.
You're not imposing.
I am.
I want you to.
Oh, what's the number?
I'll give it to you when you're ready to leave. But first, you're going to sit down and have a drink. There's a million things I want to ask you.
Oh, no drinks for me.
Just one little drink.
Oh, no. You go ahead and have a drink. I have a 5 o'clock hairdresser's appointment.
You don't drink?
Oh, once in a great while. Anyway, I've got to get home. I shouldn't even be in the city. The kids will be home from school soon, and I've got to make dinner for Larry. And I haven't even done my shopping in Bonwitz. No, I just dropped by to say hello.
What'll you have?
A vodka stinger.
Coming right up.
And then I've got to go. Whew. I finally took a breath. Oh, that felt so good.
Will you relax, will you, Muriel? Come on now. I want you to stop being so silly and relax.
Is that how you talk to your stars when they're nervous? Is that what you say to Elkie Summer?
I don't talk to the stars. I have directors for that. For God's sakes, Muriel, what are you so nervous about?
Oh, there's that famous Hollywood temper I read about. You want me to be frank?
Please.
I feel funny sitting here drinking in a hotel room. I mean, I'm a married woman.
Well, would you feel better if we had our drinks in the Palm Court?
Well, we're here. We might as well stay.
Okay, then. Will you just sit back and relax?
Just for a few minutes. I've got a 6 o'clock hairdresser's appointment.
I thought it was at 5.
Oh, it's flexible. Is it warm in here?
Well, why don't you take your gloves off?
Oh, no. We'll have none of that, Mr. Jesse Kiplinger of Hollywood, California. My gloves will stay right where they belong, if you please.
Muriel, you are delightfully and incredibly unchanged. How long has it been now? 15, 16 years?
Since our last date? It'll be 17 years on August 6th.
And you remembered that?
I still have the swizzle sticks from Tavern on the Green.
No. Time hasn't changed you, Muriel. You're still so fresh and clean. You even smell the same way.
Oh?
Like cool peppermint. Fresh, cool peppermint.
Now you and your nose just behave yourself. I did not come to the Plaza Hotel to be smelled.
Oh, now. And you've blossomed and matured only in reverse. You look younger and fresher and, well, you know what I mean? I think you look absolutely fantastic.
You gonna be in New York long, Jesse?
Possibly the weekend. I have to sign a new director for a new picture.
John Huston?
How did you know that?
Oh, we keep up on things in Tenafly. Mr. Famous Hollywood producer staying at the Plaza Hotel, signing up John Huston for his next picture.
Muriel playfully pushes his leg.
I might stay another few days. It depends on what develops.
Jesse looks down at his leg and Muriel gets up nervously.
I've never been in the plaza before. It's so beautiful. What's in there?
The bedroom, you can go in.
Oh, it's okay. I'll take your word for it. Is this where you meet with John Houston? I mean, does he sit in here and the two of you talk and then he signs the contract? Is that how you do it?
In this very room. Will you stop with the celebrity routine? Aside from a couple of extra pounds, I'm still the same boy who ran anchor on the Tenafly track team.
And is living in the old Humphrey Bogart house in Beverly Hills.
Well, how did you know that?
Never mind. I know. Maybe I haven't seen you in 17 years, but I know an awful lot about you, Mr. Jesse Kiplinger. Pooch.
Pooch?
Isn't that what they call you in Hollywood? Your nickname. Pooch.
Gooch.
Oh, I thought it was Pooch.
No, it's Gooch.
I thought I read that you have all your shirts specially made by Poochie in Florence. So they call you Pooch.
No, I have all of my shirts made by Gucci in Rome, and that's why they call me Gooch.
Oh,
Well, it's a silly thing, and I don't know why they print stories like that.
because people like me like to read them. Are those Gucci shoes you're wearing now Gooch?
These?
To display his shoes, Jesse puts one foot up on the coffee table and the other over the arm of the sofa.
No, these are the one pair I had made in England. You can't get this leather in Italy. No, I have a man in Bond Street who makes them for me, McCombs.
Muriel reacts to the sight of his widespread legs and turns away in embarrassment.
Well, they're beautiful shoes, Macooch.
McCooch, that's a good one. Hey, can we stop talking about me for a while?
Why? I think you're very interesting to talk about.
Well, I don't, and I'm very bored with me. I'm much more interested in you. But first, let's have our drinks.
Oh, and then I've got to go.
Let's say to renewing old acquaintances.
Well, you drink to that. I'll drink to your new picture winning the Academy Award.
It's not going to win the Academy Award, Muriel. It's not even going to get nominated. As a matter of fact, it's a piece of crap. Oh, excuse me, Muriel.
Be that as it may, it's going to gross over 9 million domestic.
That's not the point. And how did you know that?
I know, Mr. Gooch Kiplinger. I've been following your career very closely, if you please.
Muriel, it is so exciting seeing you again. The minute you walked in that door, I got a tingle all over the way I used to. You know what I mean.
I'm sure I don't. I have 3 children and I'm very happy. And I have a wonderful life. And I have no business being in a hotel room in New York at 3:00 in the afternoon with a man I haven't seen since Tavern on the Green 17 years ago.
Jesse kisses her on the lips.
Any particular reason you did that?
I wanted to, desperately,
Do you always blithely go ahead and do whatever you want to?
if I can get away with it. And as a matter of fact, if you don't object too strenuously, I'm going to do it again.
And then I have to go.
Jesse kisses her again, tenderly on the lips. She lets him kiss her for a moment, then jumps up and moves away.
Ooh, that'll be enough of that, Mr. Do Whatever You Want to, Kiplinger. Wow, that vodka stinger has really gone to my head.
It's even better if you drink it.
Now, don't confuse me. I'm nervous enough as it is. Cheers. Was it good?
What, the drink?
The kiss.
The kiss? Yes, the kiss was very good.
Well, what did it feel like?
What do you mean? What did it feel like?
Well, was it a good kiss, a medium kiss, or a waste of time kiss? I'm interested in knowing your reaction.
Why, you never asked me that when I kissed you in Tenafly.
Well, you weren't a famous Hollywood producer living in Humphrey Bogart's old house, signing John Huston for your next picture in Tenafly. Can I please have your reaction to my kiss?
It was a superb kiss.
Muriel puts her drink down on the floor and takes a compact from her purse.
It wasn't superb. I don't kiss superbly. It was an average, inexperienced, everyday New Jersey kiss. I don't know why I let you kiss me in the first place, Mr. Famous Hollywood Kisser.
Is it possible that you were the last sweet, simple, unchanged, unspoiled woman living in the world today?
I am sure I don't know what you're talking about. Oh my God, look at my lips. I'd never get past the house detective. Oh, what time is it?
At 20 after.
3 already? I have got to go.
Not yet.
I must.
No, 10 more minutes.
I can't.
Please.
I'll stay 5.
Good.
Why did you call me yesterday?
I called you because, believe it or not, I've been thinking about you.
For 17 years.
On and off.
In Humphrey Bogart's old house. I don't believe you, Mr. International Liar, and I don't trust you.
Muriel gets up and again begins to gather her belongings.
And I'm not staying.
Goodbye.
Do you mean that?
Well, I don't want you to force you to stay here. You know what's best for you.
I'll just finish my drink.
Muriel puts her things back on the chair and picks up her drink.
Muriel, you must believe me when I tell you I have no ulterior motives in asking you here today. I just wanted to see you. I'm trying to impress you with the fact that you are the only solitary, real, honest to goodness, unphony woman that I've met since I left for Hollywood 17 years ago.
What about your mother?
She's the worst one.
Well, your mother must be very proud to have such a famous son.
Do you know, in my own quiet way, I was crazy about you.
As a matter of fact, everyone in Tenafly is proud of you. Even Larry, my husband, talks about you all the time. He always says, Jesse Kiplinger, Jesse Kiplinger. That's all I ever hear in this house.
I remember exactly what you looked like the day I left for California. You were wearing a tan raincoat, a tweed skirt, and a little brown sweater, and a little locket that your grandmother gave you. Do you remember?
Well, I remember when your first picture came to Tenafly. That's what I remember. Everybody went. Do you know it was the only Jeff Chandler picture that ever played 2 weeks at the Hillside Drive-In?
Even then, you had a quality about you, Muriel. It was, well, sort of untouched.
Jessie puts a hand on the outside of her leg and caresses her.
You were the only girl who gave me pleasure just holding my hand.
You know, a lot of girls from school still kid me about you. I mean, when they see your name in a column or something like that.
I didn't expect to see it anymore, Muriel. That quality of honesty and frankness, that ability to cut through deceit.
Jessie moves his hand and goes underneath her skirt.
And phoniness. With just one look in those big, wide, unsuspecting eyes, I really did not expect to see it again in my lifetime.
They always kid me and say, oh, if I married you instead of Larry, I'd be living in Hollywood now, going to parties with James Garner and Otto Preminger, running around with the Rat Pack.
You just don't know what you are. You really don't. And I'll tell you what you are. You're something special, Muriel. And I know.
I mean, I wouldn't even know what to say to Otto Preminger.
Don't change, Muriel. Don't ever change. Stay the sweet, simple way you are.
Jessie kisses her neck deeply. For a minute, Muriel is lost in the embrace. And then, without changing her mood,
Do you know Frank Sinatra?
Who?
Frank Sinatra. Did you ever meet him?
Yes, I know Frank.
What's he like?
Frank, I really don't know him that well. We had dinner a few times.
Where? In his house?
Once in a restaurant, and I think once in his house. I don't remember.
Was Mia there?
No, that was before he met Mia.
Oh, so in other words, you don't know Mia.
Yes, I do know Mia, but she wasn't married to Frank then.
I see. They say he's very generous. Is that true? Is he as generous as they say?
Well, yeah, I guess so. He served very large portions. I don't know. Christ, who cares about Frank Sinatra?
I'm sorry. I was just curious. I didn't mean to pry into your personal life. Well, I've got to go.
Well, wait, Muriel.
Muriel gets her belongings from the chair.
No, I've got to leave before the traffic starts. If I get stuck in the Holland Tunnel again and I'm late for Larry's dinner, he'll want to know where I was. And I am not a very good liar. And well, God, I don't even know why I came here in the first place.
Muriel drops her things back in the chair.
What have I done?
You haven't done anything, Muriel.
Haven't done anything. I'm sitting there letting you kiss me and smell me.
Muriel, if I've done anything to offend you, I'm sorry.
I must have been out of my mind coming to the Plaza Hotel in the middle of the week.
There's no reason to get yourself upset. I didn't do anything worse than give you a friendly kiss.
I happen to enjoy a wonderful reputation.
Well, I'm glad you enjoy it. Now stop being so silly. Sit down and finish your drink.
I suppose you'll go back to Hollywood and have a big laugh with Otto Preminger over this.
I wouldn't dream of it.
Promise?
I promise.
Say it. Say, I will not have a big laugh with Otto Preminger over this.
I don't even talk to Otto Preminger. Why would I laugh at you? I have nothing but respect and the warmest of feelings for you.
You do? God's truth?
God's truth. You're an angel.
Really? Would I fit in with your crowd?
No, you wouldn't fit in with my crowd. You're too good for them. You're too sweet and honest for the whole slimy bunch.
Well, which ones would I fit in with?
Muriel, I don't know what kind of distorted image you have of these people, but they're not who you think they are. And I'm not what you think I am. All these things you read in the paper about me being witty and charming and the boy genius, that's only part of the story. Do you know what kind of life I really lead in Hollywood?
Are you going to tell me?
Well, yes, I'll tell you. Why did I call you yesterday after 17 years? Okay, let's start with, yes, I'm a famous Hollywood producer. And yes, I never made a picture that lost money. And yes, I've got that magic touch. Call it talent or whatever. The fact is, ever since I was old enough to sneak into the Ridgewood Theater in Tenafly, I've been a movie nut. Not only have I seen every Humphrey Bogart picture ever made at least 8 times, but I now own a print of all those pictures. Why do you think I was so crazy to buy his house? So I went to Hollywood, and I was very lucky and extremely smart, and presto, I became a producer. I love making movies. Some are good, some are bad, but most of them are fun. I hope I can continue doing this for the next 50 years. That's one half of my life. The other half is that in the last 14 years, I've been married 3 times to 3 of the worst bitches you'd ever meet.
Jesse, you don't have to tell me any of this if you don't want to.
Maybe you're right.
Jesse moves to the front door and locks it.
Maybe I shouldn't be telling you about my sordid Hollywood past.
So you married these 3 bitches. Then what happened?
What happened? I gave them my love. I gave them a home. I gave them a beautiful way of life. And the 3 bitches took me for everything I've got. Now, it doesn't matter. I don't care about the money. Screw it. Oh, excuse me, Muriel. What hurts is that they took the guts out of me. They were phony and unfaithful, all of them. Did you know I caught my first wife, Dolores, in bed with a jockey? A jockey! Do you know what it does to a man's self-esteem to find his wife in the sack with a 4'8", 114-pound midget? But as I said, screw it, screw it. Tell me, am I shocking you, Muriel?
I'll let you know.
All right, all right. My second wife, Carlotta, she was keeping her Spanish guitar teacher. Keeping him. I never caught them. But she didn't fool me. No one takes $27,000 of guitar lessons in 1 year.
Is Carlotta the one you met at Kirk Douglas's house?
Yes, as a matter of fact. Was that in the paper too?
Sheila Graham's column, actually. It was a big party for the Ukrainian folk dancers and the Los Angeles Rams.
Muriel, forget the Los Angeles Rams. Listen to what I'm saying to you. I'm in a very bad way. I've been through 3 hellish, miserable marriages, and I don't want to go that route again. I'm looking for, I'm losing my faith and belief that there's anything left that resembles an uncorrupt woman. So last week, my mother, who still gets the Tenafly paper, shows me a picture of the PTA annual outing at the Palisades this year, and who in there was on the front page coming in first in the mother and daughter potato race, looking every bit as young and lovely and sweet as she did 17 years ago. Muriel Tate.
They gradually moved toward the bedroom door.
That's why I had to see you, Muriel. Just to talk to you, to have a drink, to spend 5 minutes to reaffirm my faith that there are decent women in this world, even if it's only one, even if you're the last of a dying species. If someone like you exists, Muriel, then maybe still there's someone for me. That's why I called you yesterday.
Jesse moves to the bed and sits down. Muriel gets up and moves toward him.
Well.
I hope whatever I said didn't embarrass you, Muriel. But hell, if you expect someone to be honest, you can't be anything but honest yourself.
I'm not embarrassed. I'm flattered. To think a famous person like you wants to confide in a plain person like me.
Oh, now you finish your vodka stinger, and I'm going to let you go.
Oh, I got plenty of time. Larry's never home till 7. Cheers.
Jesse crosses to Muriel and touches her.
How are you, Muriel? Are you happy?
Happy? Oh, yes. I think if I'm anything, I'm happy.
Well, I'm glad. You deserve happiness, Muriel.
Yes, Larry and I are very happy. I would have to say that Larry and I have one of the happier marriages in Tenafly.
Well, that's wonderful.
I mean, we've had our ups and downs like any married couple, but I think in the final analysis, what's left is that we're happy.
Well, I couldn't be more pleased. Well, listen, it's no surprise. Larry's a wonderful guy.
Do you think so?
Well, don't you?
Well, yes, I do, but no one else seems to care for him. Of course, they don't know him the way I do. I mean, I'm out of stinger again.
Are you sure you're going to be all right? I mean, driving?
If I had to worry about getting home every time I have 3 vodka stingers, I'd give up driving. Yes, I'd say in the final analysis, in spite of everything, Larry and I have worked out happiness, or some form of it.
Is he doing well in business?
Jesse fills her glass once again.
Oh, in business, you don't have to worry. In that department, he's doing great. I mean, he's really got a wonderful thing there. Of course, it was good when my father had it.
In,
Oh, cheers.
in what department isn't he doing well?
He's doing well in every department.
Are you
I'm
sure?
positive.
Well, then I'm glad.
Why? What do you hear?
I haven't heard anything except what you're telling me.
Well, I'm telling you, we have a happy marriage. Are you trying to infer that we don't have a happy marriage?
No.
Well, you're wrong. We have a happy marriage, a goddamn happy marriage.
Muriel tries to put her glass down on the table, but misses it and nearly slips off the sofa.
Oh, I'm sorry. I should have had lunch.
Should I order down for some food?
Oh, no, I can't stay. Larry will be home about 5.
I thought he comes home at 7.
Oh, if he comes home at all. Please forgive me, Jesse. I seem to be losing control of myself.
Well, you drank those too quickly. Didn't you have anything to eat today?
Just an olive with the 2 stingers I had downstairs. Oh, I'll be all right.
Do you want to lie down for a while?
Oh, what's the point? You're going back to Hollywood in a few days. Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, God, I'm sorry, Jesse. I seem to be running off at the mouth.
What is it, Muriel? What is it with you and Larry?
Nothing. I told you, we're very happy. We have tiny little differences like every normal couple, but basically we're enormously happy together. I couldn't ask for a better life.
Muriel throws her arms around Jesse and gives him a full, passionate kiss on the lips.
Oh, you shouldn't have done that, Jesse. I'm very vulnerable right now, and you mustn't take advantage. I'm going. I've got to go.
Muriel, I didn't know.
No, Jesse, don't.
Why didn't you let me know?
Who knew you were interested? You're always at a party with the Los Angeles Rams.
I never suspected for a minute. Why didn't you write to me?
Where? I don't know where Humphrey Bogart lived.
Muriel rushes to Jesse and throws her arms around him.
Oh, I've got to go. Let me go.
God, how I thought about you on the plane all the way to New York.
Oh, please, Jesse. I've got to buy something in Bonwitz and get dinner for Larry. Don't bite my neck. It'll leave marks.
Muriel, you're different. I know you are. You're not like any of the others.
I am not different, Jesse. I'm a woman. A happily married woman with normal desires and passions. Please don't rub me.
She pulls away from Jesse, but Jesse reaches out to her.
My life is empty, Muriel, empty. But you can fill it. You can.
I can't fill your life for you, Jesse. I've got to get home. Larry'll kill me.
Stay an hour. Just 1 hour. That's all.
No. Tomorrow I'll be alone with my regrets, and you'll be out there with Groucho and Dino.
1 hour, Muriel. Live my life with me for 1 hour.
No, please, Jesse. I have got to pick up the lamb chops.
1 hour, Muriel. The world can change in 1 hour.
Can it, Jesse? Can it really?
Yes, it can for me, Muriel, and it can for you.
Oh, I don't know, Jesse. I just don't know.
All right. We'll just talk.
Jesse reaches around her waist from behind and places his hand on her stomach soothingly.
No one ever gets hurt just talking, do they?
I suppose not.
Whatever you say, whatever you want, that's what we'll talk about.
Well, did you go to the Academy Awards dinner last year?
Certainly, I go every year.
Oh, God, really?
Really?
For a moment, they rock gently back and forth, but slowly, almost as in a dance step, Jesse leads her into the bedroom.
Who did you sit next to?
Well, in the theater, I sat next to Steve McQueen on one side and Liza Minnelli on the other.
Oh, she's adorable, isn't she?
A real little pixie.
Oh, and who did you sit with at the dinner?
Well, let's see. At my table, there was Charlton Heston and his wife, and Joseph E. Levine, the producer, and Eva Marie Saint, and Marge and Gower Champion.
They sit down on the side of the bed.
Oh, they're cute. All at your table?
All at my table.
Oh,
And at the next table, there was Anthony Quinn and Verna Lisi, Paul Newman, and Joanne
Woodward.
Woodward.
Jessie begins to unzip her dress.
And then there was Dean Jones and Yvette Lemieux.
Oh, together?
Yes,
Oh,
together.
Jessie gently pulls her back down onto the bed and at the same time pulls the dress off her shoulders.
And then behind us, there was Troy Donahue and Stella Stevens and Sammy Davis Jr. and Margot Fontaine.
They are both lying on the bed. The lights fade out. Curtain.